Hi there everyone, welcome to my channel Aqualuna73. This is going to be I'm just going to adjust my chair. This is going to be another moon reading. Please, sorry about that, please be in mind that these are general readings and it may not resonate with everyone. You can watch these readings at any time when you might need it or advice and so forth. To everyone who subscribed to my channel, thank you for being here. Thank you for subscribing and watching my content. God bless you guys. You are amazing. I love you. Anyway, so like I said, this is a moon reading. I just want to go have a look here at the notes that I made. So the energy that I picked up for you, I have no idea who you are. I just know that you are dealing with someone or a situation, and whoever this individual is very overbearing. It can be someone that you're working with, or this person has an agenda, a specific agenda, and this person is basically trying to overshadow you. It could be in some type of work dynamic. Okay, this person is trying to overshadow you. Maybe this person wants to come across that they know, like a know-it-all basically, and this comes across as a work situation. Okay, say for instance I'm going to try and make an example. Say for instance you find yourself in a situation where you're a group of people and you're being recruited for say for instance you're just graduated from aviation academy, okay, to be pilots. Let's just make a wild example, okay, like that. And you're basically all fresh out of the what aviation college ever you go to, and now there is this one specific person. This person is very cocky, this individual, like a know-it-all, okay, and he basically, his personality overshadows a lot of people, and he's basically very overbearing in his you know what, this person, his energy is like do you know that character in Back to the Future? I think his name is Buff. Is it Buff or Buff or what? There's this very overbearing character that he's like a bully in Back to the Future. Okay, he's a very overbearing individual. Thinks a lot of himself. He has a very big ego basically. So basically what I pick up is you dealing with someone like this. It could be in a work situation. So basically what this individual is doing is, this individual's overbearing nature is basically making you feel inadequate in your job or what you do. Okay, or they basically want to overpower you, what you know, or they want to appear as if they're more important than you are. This is the energy that I pick up. Okay, there was also while I did your meditation, there was also something that popped up into my head when I did your meditation was okay, there it says Gaia's garden, fruition, abundance, reaping what you sow. Okay, fruition, abundance, reaping what you sow. This speaks of good karma. Okay, so this is the verse that popped up into my head, pushing the envelope. So basically what the universe wants you to do is, in the situation that you find yourself in, is the universe wants you to step up in something. It's almost like the universe wants you to, okay, this is what came up into my mind. Okay, while I was meditating. While I was meditating, there was a specific concert scene that came into my mind when my daughter was very small. Okay, not very small. She was probably young primary school. We sent her for violin lessons. Okay. And they all had to, she owned her own violin, and they had this process that they had to take care of the bow. Okay, they had to like wax the bow of the violin. Okay. And what I saw in my head is sometimes, not in my head, yeah, in my head, what I saw is sometimes when my daughter practiced, sometimes these strings on this bow was very delicate and it would break. And one day I had to go replace it. And I found out that actually the bows, the thin part of the bow is made of horse's hair, the tail. Okay. So they basically use horse hair for the bow on the violin. And it's very delicate, but it also makes a beautiful sound. Okay. So what I pick up from this situation is this delicateness is the situation. Okay. And you basically the one stringing this bow. Okay. And the universe wants you, it's almost like the universe wants you to push the envelope on whatever the situation is. In other words, the universe wants you to step up in something. But you're reluctant maybe to do this. Maybe you should speak up about something in a situation. Maybe you should take control of a situation. I don't know exactly what this is, but the universe wants you to step up. Especially concerning this individual that you're dealing with. Because I don't know if this person is trying to control a work dynamic or whatever this individual is doing. Okay. Because the universe spoke about pushing the envelope. Okay. Lilith is your first card. You want to take control of the situation with this Lilith card. The Lilith card is also the Empress card. I mean, yeah, is it the Empress? I think the reason why you want to take control of the situation is because there's some type of, I don't know if there's some type of ethical thing, okay, something of, it as maybe for some of you in the situation, if it's a work situation, you might see a certain specific situation is steering into the wrong direction, and you basically, it has something to do with ethical things like values or ethical things. Okay, this is why the universe wants you to step up. It's almost like, you know what I'm picking up here? You could be a female that I'm talking to, a Virgo, a Virgo female. Why am I saying Virgo? Okay, you could be a Virgo female. So basically, you need to step up in the situation. You need to take control of something, whatever this thing is that you need to take control of. It involves some type of values or moral or ethical thing. Okay, because whatever is required, if you're a female, there is some type of feminine aspect or opinion of a feminine that needs to be acknowledged or valued or taken note of, or something to that effect. Okay, or maybe you could be working in the situation and you're the only female and you're mostly males, and maybe they need a more feminine perspective on the situation. I have no idea what this is. Let's see. And you basically, with this Lilith card, you basically want to take control of the situation. And the universe also wants you to do it. It's almost like the universe trusts that you will be better equipped to guide whatever this thing is. Okay. The second card is the Ace of Wands. When I drew this card, I was asking in my head how accurate your perception of the situation was. And this is the Ace of Wands. It's like you, I don't know if you're a very intuitive individual. You might be a very intuitive person, a female. You might see or sense that something might be steering in a wrong direction. Okay? I strongly get the feeling this is some type of work dynamic. And you're basically being guided by the universe, by source to take control of this thing. And this is also your confirmation. Because it's like you're asking yourself, how accurate am I? Is my intuition correct about this thing? Maybe if you are a very religious person or spiritual, you pray and you ask God, okay, I have this feeling about this thing. And or you're talking to someone, maybe a best friend, and you confide in this person, say, listen, this is how I feel. I'm not sure. And this is what this person is. And this person is also advising, but you need to do this or that. But you're still reluctant, okay? But you confirmation because your feelings are right about this thing. Okay, so now we're going to draw a third card. Okay, this is your third card. It's the Four of Wands. You're asking yourself here in this card, this Four of Wands, this thing, excuse me, this situation that you find yourself in, okay, if it's a work dynamic, it could be people that you've grown close to, it could be basically colleagues, okay, and you work with these people every day, and you basically do not want to create animosity or friction because you have to work with these people every day. And or you could be in a situation where you actually value and care about these people, their opinion, and you don't want to be overbearing, but the universe is requiring you to step up. Okay, so it's like you're asking yourself here with this card, how can I understand the situation better? Because this card is also a card of harmony, of celebrating, and you're asking yourself, this is like a place where I love to be. I love working with these people. They're like family. It could even be a family dynamic thing. Okay, how can I handle the situation so that it doesn't cause unnecessary friction? Okay, so you're basically questioning this, questioning what you can do, how you can approach the situation. Because you want, this is a celebration card also, and you want everybody to win at the end of the day. Okay, it's this card speaks of community as well. So you basically you're basically concerned about everyone involved here with this card, with this Four of Wands. You want to take control of the situation. But you also here, you will see this man has more than two arms. So you basically there's some type of exertion, okay, in this situation. There's some type of exertion that's going to be required of you. You're going to need to push something, okay. I have no idea what this is, but you're going to need to push something. It's almost like, I don't want to say almost to the breaking point. I don't want to put it like that. The only thing that I can think of as an example of pushing something until, sometimes when you, say for instance, you're an athlete, basically you exert yourself to a great extent to perform, to some athletes take steroids, okay, and they basically work out and they eat a certain way and they consume certain things to gain muscle, and they basically overextend themselves to a certain degree to get something. Say for instance, is a bodybuilder, so they basically push the limit when it comes to consumption of certain things, like maybe they need to take in a lot of carbs to create I don't know, okay, I'm not going to talk a lot of nonsense here because I don't know how the diet works. But basically, this person needs to take in maybe a lot of protein, and they need to consume a lot of eggs or something that contains a lot of protein and iron to build muscle and stuff like that, okay. So, you need to push something in order to get something, to gain something. And the universe is asking you to do it because whoever this other individual is, this person is not going about the right way. They don't. It's more like this person is on the ego trip, basically. This person, say for instance, if someone you work with, this person is basically just the window dressing. This person is the, this is Afrikaans word that we have in my mother tongue. Gevreed verkoop. Okay. And basically, if you translate it into English, it's basically selling face. This person is selling their face. In other words, they basically just being nice to the boss and to the peers and to the people that are in charge. They basically want to appear as if they're important, appear as if they're a hard worker, in order to become, to get into the good books of the peers, okay, for themselves, for their own selfish gain. In your instance, you are there to help everyone. You're basically not only there to advance yourself, but the team, because it comes across that whatever the situation is, it's a team thing. Maybe this person is not pulling their weight, and now you have to do all the work. Okay, but the team gets the credit, but the brunt of the work is on your, this is not okay, okay. Like in school, when my kids were in school, they used to get these projects, team projects. Then there were 5 kids or 6 kids in the class, and it would be divided into groups, and they would get some type of natural science task or something to do. Okay, they had to build something, maybe a solar oven or something. He had to build all kinds of things, a solar oven, a solar house. We had to do all those projects, okay, science projects for him. And there was this one thing, I can't remember what it was. Okay, there were several projects that we had to build for him through the years when he was in school, my son and my daughter. But I can remember there was several times that my kids spoke about projects that they were in groups, and they had to carry most of the weight. But when they worked out the marks or the points for the task, they divided it equally, and the others didn't do anything. Okay, so there is some type of unfair advantage for this individual. Okay, this is what I pick up here. It's like somebody's riding coattails here. This is what I pick up. Your fourth card is the wise woman. This card here. You need to trust your gut on this. It places emphasis here and here that you need to trust your gut. Because here, Gaia's garden, if you take control, you're going to reap good benefits from the situation. But you also have to understand, if you're going to stand and you're going to watch the situation, it's not only you that's going to be affected, but also the people around you if you don't take charge. And this karma could just be the total opposite. Okay. So, let's see what's next. Number 5 card. Okay, what do you need to do to move forward? I asked. The universe, 7 of coins is the last card. This is what you need to do. Excuse me. This person is working on their vision. This is you. Okay, investing in this vision because the universe is trusting you because you see the bigger picture. You see this person's very open-minded. Okay, and this is antennas in the E. So it tells me that you're investing a great deal in this. You're putting your money where your mouth is, basically. The universe is trusting that you will persevere with this as well. And there's something really great and rewarding about whatever this is. Okay, I have no idea what this is. If you step up and you take control of the situation. Okay, maybe it's a situation where you maybe fear that people will think you forward or you think too much of yourself. But if you create, okay, the universe might tell you to push the envelope on this thing, but it doesn't mean the universe is telling you to be overbearing like this individual. If you want to take control of this thing, you need to create charisma, you need to create a good emotional intelligence and rapport, and you need to use have a good oratory. In other words, you need to communicate with these people very well if you want to pitch something to them or tell them something or take control of this thing, whatever this might be. Okay. So if the universe is trusting you that you will be able to control this 7 of coins today, and wise woman speaks to me of someone that is wise and intelligent, emotionally intelligent, and that's able to articulate themselves very well. So I don't think that would be a problem. Confidence, having confidence. In other words, you need to have confidence. Okay. Confidence and cockiness are 2 different things. Okay. Definitely 2 different things. And I think you do not want to come across as cocky, but not if you handle it in the correct way. Anyway, last advice, the hungry ghost. Obsession, scarcity, consciousness, and attachment. Okay. You're obsessing over this thing. You're obsessing over this thing. This hungry ghost today is speaking about like somebody that's dreaming. Okay. And this person has like nightmares about the situation because it bothers them. Because they know they need to take control. Like somebody constantly dreaming of the same thing. You know what's coming up? I spoke the other day about if you dream of water or a wall of water or like a wall of water approaching you, it's an indication of something in your emotions and your subconscious that you need to deal with. And this is exactly you being basically cautioned in your dreams about this. Okay, and you need to listen. Anyway, please take care. This is your reading for today. I love you guys and have a wonderful day, evening, wherever you are. I love you. Bye.